What is your call to action in your podcasts? Your listeners will realize that you're going to be promoting something with your podcast, and that's your call to action. You want them to go do something. You're going to do this also probably for your sponsors if you have sponsors on your podcast. But here's some examples of call to actions that you can use. First, ask your listeners to share your show with others. Tell them maybe just to pause the episode right now and text a friend who might really like this podcast. So you want them to share it. You also could put the link in your show notes right there on the app, and you can flick over and click on it. We talked about that in a previous video. Your own second thing would be your own products and services. Maybe you have a webinar, a course, an event coming up, a checklist to download, something for them to go do. The third thing, like a Patreon or a Glow FM support page. Patreon is kind of a membership site, not a membership site, but it's a ongoing monthly donation that you could give, that your listeners can give you, and you could offer other things in there too. For like $5 a month, they could get some extra podcast feed maybe, or some gifts. The next thing is cross promotion. If you connect to other podcasters in your niche, maybe reach out to them and say, let's share our audiences. So you could, on your podcast, you could go, make sure to listen to so-and-so, and they'll do the same thing on their show about your show. One thing is to get people excited about something that's upcoming. So you could say, hey, I have this great interview coming up. You might have an event again, or a webinar coming up. That's something to get excited about. The last thing, which I don't know if this is the last thing because there's lots of call to actions, but asking for a review and a rating in Apple Podcasts. I'm not sure how great that is for your podcast, but it is something to do. Whatever it is, make it easy to do and get excited about it. Be excited when you're talking about it on your podcast. So don't forget to add calls to action. If I'm missing something, please leave it in the comments. Thanks so much.